Okay, so before we can skim coat, we're going to seal the walls. And I have this product here called Gardz. It's great for jobs like this. What this stuff does is it penetrates, seals, and binds down the damaged surface of the drywall paper here. And as you can see here, there's a lot of that stuff. Now this goes on a bluish white and it dries clear. And it basically has like the same viscosity as like water, because its job is to penetrate through and to anchor down any loose or torn drywall. And and you can use this too after you take down wallpaper and get all the glue off. This will seal in whatever glue that you have left on the wall. And once again, it's water based too, so the fumes aren't as bad as oil. It does kind of have a fume to it, but it's basically like a water-based glue that dries to a hard film, so it's great for conditions like this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to apply this to the wall with a roller here, and you want to kind of like work it into any areas where it's loose or torn drywall, and you just want to be careful in order to make sure that you roll this slow, because it will start to sag, and if it does start to sag, then just go back over it with a roller to further even out the coating. So what we're going to do is we're just going to apply this to the wall here, and then we'll be back to start with the taping and the other prep work. Okay, so we've given the Gardz a few hours to dry, and as you can see, the Gardz did its job. It penetrated in through this brown paper, and it dried hard. So what it did was it created a vapor barrier, so that when you put joint compound on top of that, which does have water in it, the water won't be able to penetrate through the Gardz and into the paper again, so that the paper will blister up. So these gaps here are probably like a quarter of an inch. So before we tape them, we're gonna have to pre-fill them. So if you can follow me into this room right here, we're gonna make a mud pie, because this, when you mix the two together, it dries in 10 minutes. So what we're gonna do is pre-fill them, and then 10 minutes later, then we're going to tape it, and then after that, we're going to skim coat. So I have my 4-inch blade here, and I have regular all-purpose joint compound in here. I'm going to carve out the center here to make a donut. Okay, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to pour water in here. I'm going to probably pour like a quarter of an inch to a half inch of water. And then I have plaster of Paris in this container here, and we're going to add this to the middle of it. And I'm going to keep adding it until it absorbs all of the water. And you don't want to get this stuff on the outside of the banks, because then you get chunks in your mud. So I'm going to use my finger here to spread it along to the edges here. And as you can see, the water is absorbing it. So this is what speeds up the drying process, and it's great for projects like this, because you can do several coats in one day. So we're just going to let this sit here and just wait for this to turn gray here. And then once it does turn gray, we're going to take a piece of the pie we're going to mix it together and then transfer that to the wall there. Okay, so we've given this a few minutes to set up, and as you can see, it has turned gray. So that tells me that it's ready to be mixed. So we're going to take a piece of the pie here and mix this together here. I'm just going to pick it up here with this 4-inch knife. Pull it, and it sticks to the blade. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this to the wall and pack those gaps in. Now, if these gaps were any smaller, then we wouldn't have to pack them. We could just tape them. But since they're so wide, we want to make sure to pack them first, so that there's less cracking in the future. And so that we don't have to sand, I want to make sure that I wipe the ends here, so that when this dries, there'll be no sanding involved. Now you can use just regular joint compound, but that would take a long time to dry, probably overnight. So that's why we're going to use this stuff here. And this stuff dries a lot stronger than normal all-purpose joint compound, because it has the hardener, the plaster terrace in it.